Hi, I'm Elizabeth Holmes from Theranos, and I made my company here today, and I'm on the Fortune 500 because I did this for my uncle who had skin cancer and was deathly afraid to have his blood drawn.
Okay. All right, on a scale of 1 to Elizabeth, how good was my accent? Was that like Elizabeth Holmes? You guys, we have to discuss the new documentary that's out on HBO called The Inventor, and it's all about Elizabeth Holmes and her frauding. First of all, can we just talk about, I can't take it. Like, if one more person of white privilege ends up like defrauding somebody or scamming someone, Billy McFarland, Elizabeth Holmes, Aunt fucking Becky, what is with these people? Okay. I can't take an extra bag of ice from Giant without turning around and being like, I'm so sorry. How do I pay for this? How do these people fraud everyone? All right. I need to clearly like lie to people about all my success, and then I'd be getting hundreds of millions of dollars. The Inventor on HBO is about the story of Elizabeth Holmes, who created this company, Theranos. If you haven't heard, the idea behind Theranos was, when you go and you get your blood drawn, of course we all do. They like turnkit it. They take like 18 vials. They're checking us for like syphilis. They're checking us for vitamin D. They're checking us for herpes, whatever, all the things that we all have, right? So her concept was to create this company where, boop, you pricked your finger, you just like put it on a little slab, you put it in this machine in Walgreens, which was like the size of a fucking printer. Everyone should have known that it was fake right then, but okay. And then it gives you the results. So come to find out, none of this was true. And The Inventor, PPS, I give this like 0 Hey Frase stars because The Inventor documentary isn't that good. It doesn't give you the background of who Elizabeth Holmes was, which from my little amount of research, she was born in Washington, D.C. Her dad was a former executive of Enron. Okay, again, sign number like 4,000 that she was going to be a fraudster. And then somehow her family ends up going to California. She gets into Stanford. She drops out to create this company, which none of the shit ever worked to begin with. But she gets like over $400 million in investment and is now been arrested and is soon going to stand trial for fraud. So I don't like the documentary because it doesn't really give you a lot of background about her, but it does clue you into how crazy she was, including that she would stare at people and not blink. So you would just go to a meeting with her and she would stare at you like this with those crazy blue eyes and she'd never blink. Sign again, 10,000. This bitch was a nutsack. Can we just start judging people on crazy eyes and then you don't judge us? Because let me tell you, lots of times people who have crazy eyes turn out to be crazy, all right? Anyhow, the story is of the massive frauding that Elizabeth did. And the entire documentary, everyone is saying how she would just move things around. Scientists were always telling her that none of it would work. And of course, they would just fire the scientist, replace it with somebody else. So I'm dying to know if you've seen the documentary and what did you think? There's also the podcast called The Dropout, which ABC just released. And maybe that goes into more detail about her upbringing, because my also question about the Inventor documentary is, how did she even get the money to begin with? Which probably was her family. And I'm kind of curious as to why they left that part out. So anyway, I want to know if you've seen it. And I want to know, there's a big discussion online of if Elizabeth Holmes's voice is real, because she talks like a man the entire documentary. So do you think her voice is real? A lot of people say that she would go out and get drunk and then she would fall out of the voice. I'm sure for some reason she wanted to present herself as a crazy man and every guy fell for it. I need to start taking these notes, right? Crazy eyes, crazy blonde hair, and man voice apparently will get you hundreds of millions of dollars. So do you guys think that the voice was real? I mean, do you think the eyes were taped open too? I mean, this bitch was nuts. Do you think that was real? And have you seen The Inventor, and what did you think? I want to know all of your thoughts and if the voice is real. Leave a comment.